Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your man, Chris Storms. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, check out the latest videos on my channel that I did. I actually just did one a few minutes ago about Noah Allen. Arrest that happened to him. Young man allegedly wandered off her home, and body was found in the creek or whatnot. So very tragic story. And well, what could I say? Got another one for you coming up right now. Let's get right into it. As always, ladies and gentlemen, you look over there with the spinning globe at. We're gonna be talking about this young child right here. The child you are looking at right here, name is Kadjah Record. Let me make sure that I got the name right. Yeah, Kadjah Record. That is her name. The story I'm going to bring to y'all right now is, well, first of all, China is no longer with us as well. Here's how this child passed away. This child passed away because it was forced to drink whiskey. It was forced to drink whiskey. The mom forced this child to drink whiskey. And she forced her to drink it because the child got into the cabinet where the whiskey was. So she got upset at the child because they got in the whiskey and made them drink the rest of the whiskey. And the child ended up passing away. Before I get into this, some of these stories, you got to ask yourself, when you look at it at a glance, you got to ask yourself, are you serious? You really got to ask yourself that, are you really serious? I get it. Discipline and punishment. I get it. But we as adults should know that we're going too far when we're dealing discipline and we are dealing punishment. We know. But it's just so much hatred and jealousy a lot of time when it comes to these adults versus these children that causes all this chaos as far as they're leaving the earth today. Just a lot of hateful shit, individual stuff, jealousy, all that to put in the mix. And it's a terrible thing, a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. All right. So, um, let me put this right over here. And let me move this out the way real quick. And let's bring this up right here. And y'all see it right here. The story where this originally was updated on April the 23rd. And y'all see it right here. 4-year-old dies after grandmother forces her to drink whiskey. Oh, excuse me, I said the mother. No. The mother is involved. Sorry, the mother is involved. It said the 4-year-old dies after grandmother forces her to drink whiskey, police say. And this is the grandma and the mother. It says at the bottom, the child's grandmother and mother were booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison on first-degree murder charges, according to inmate records. So the grandma and the mom, which is her mom, all right? And it says this. A 4-year-old girl in Baton Rouge, Louisiana has died after her grandmother forced her to drink whiskey, police say. The girl's blood alcohol content was 0.68%, a lethal dosage. According to the arrest warrant, a level point of 0.25% can cause alcohol poisoning, and anything higher than 0.40% can lead to a coma or death, according to Universal Notre Dame chart. Roxanne, 53 years old, and the girl's mother, Kadjah, Kadjah, I guess, Record, she was 28, were booked to the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison for a first-degree murder, according to MA Records. It is unclear whether either woman has an attorney. The two women became angry with the child on Thursday because she made her drunk from a Canadian Mist bottle that was on the counter, the warrant said. Their grandmother then forced the girl to consume the remainder of the bottle, which was possibly over half full, while on her knees in the hallway, the warrant said. The mother was present and then tried to intervene, according to police. Kadjah Record didn't seek medical help for her daughter. Jesus Christ. Until the girl stopped breathing. According to the warrants, first responders tried to perform life-saving measures but were not successful. Roxanne Record told police that she messed up and that she wanted to take full responsibility for the death of the victim. The warrant stated. The defendant, Roxanne Record, stated that this went too far and that she ruined everyone's life, but didn't elaborate, the warrant said. Again, let me say this real quick. Again, a lot of adults, when it comes to the children, they going too far with the discipline and the punishment. And again, a lot of them do it out of straight hatred, in my opinion. It's just straight fucking hatred towards these children. And the fact that her own mama didn't even step in and say, hey, hold up. Mom, I understand you upset that my baby has touched your belongings when she's not supposed to touch it. But no, you're not finna force her to drink this stuff knowing damn well it's going to kill her. No, that ain't finna happen. Put her in timeout or something like that. But no, the mom didn't do that. The mom sat back and watched. I don't know if she was scared of her mom or whatnot, whatever the case may be, or could it be what I'm saying now, that maybe the mom didn't give a shit about her daughter until it got worse. Because listen, reading this story right here, that's how it's being portrayed. That you really didn't give a damn about your daughter until you saw the effect that it had on her. Because if this effect didn't have nothing on the child, you probably wouldn't have said anything. So, which kind of lead me to believe now, have y'all been abusing this child, period. All right? And the daughter just don't say nothing to the mom and just allow the mom to do whatever she wants to this child, let alone not only, her mom doing something to the child, but she probably was abusing the child too. All right. I won't be surprised if later that it does. As a matter of fact, I think it is updated to the story that yes, it has been a history of abuse with this child. I'm gonna have to find it real quick. But I think they say it has been a history of abuse with this baby or whatnot. Okay. But in the meantime, before I bring that up, I want to bring up something else for you real quick, if I may. And if y'all look at this right here, it says the father's plea, heartbroken dad reveals horror as daughter 4 dies after grandma forced her to drink whiskey. And the mom watch. It was first put up on April 22nd, and it was updated on April 25th. The father of the girl who died after police said her grandmother forced her to drink a bottle of whiskey had spoken of his heartbreak. Kadjah Record 4 died after Roxanne Record 53 made her drink the alcohol as a punishment, according to local law enforcement. This is the grandmother, and this is the mom. The child mom's, Roxanne's daughter, Kadjah, however her name is said they are washed on. They were both arrested on Friday, each on a charge of first-degree murder. Now, China's dad has spoken out about the hurt he feels following his daughter's death. Emery Queen told CBS 42, "We're all hurting." He described his daughter as an angel. Queen added she has siblings and is going to affect them. The child cause of death was acute alcohol poisoning, according to the East Baton Rouge Parish Coroner's Office. China reportedly had a blood alcohol level of 0.680%, more than 8 times Louisiana driver limit for adults. Police were called to the scene Thursday after reports of an unresponsive toddler. First responders had reached the Record's home already, but unsuccessful in reviving the child and called the police. Official records cited by WAFB say the mother and grandmother were angry because they believed the child had drunk alcohol from a bottle of whiskey that was on the counter. That's when the grandmother allegedly forced her to drink the rest of the bottle, which was possibly more than halfway full. And see, that's the thing right there. Y'all getting mad at this child for being a child. You know, not saying it makes it right what the child did, but she's 4 years old. She's curious. So y'all getting mad at her for her being a child, and then on top of that, you get mad for your own neglect. This was y'all own neglect. You know, y'all left this stuff out there, and she got a hold of it. So this is y'all own neglect. So why is y'all punishing her for y'all own neglect? So was that bottle of whiskey that much important that y'all had to kill this child? Seriously, was that bottle that it much important that you had to kill this child? Then it goes on to say the little girl reporter was forced to drink the bottle while on her knees in the hallway. Her mother was present, but failed to intervene, according to police. Roxanne reporter told the detective she messed up and wanted to take full responsibility. Okay. Well, I already read all that, so we'll have to repeat that. Let's see. All right. Let me see. Can I find the dad? Let's see if this will pop up about the dad, please. And I think this is going to pop up, and this was April the 25th. Okay, I got to wait till this ad get through playing. All right, look like the ad is through playing, so I want to hear the father. Let's go.
First-degree murder charges tonight. Police say the grandmother forced her 4-year-old grandchild to drink a bottle of whiskey as a punishment.
Now, NBC Local 33's Anam Siddiqui is live in studio with more. And this is just truly heartbreaking on so many levels.
That's absolutely right, Renee and Jacob. This is 4-year-old Kadjah Record. Baton Rouge Police say Kadjah's blood alcohol level was 0.68. A doctor tells me when you put that into perspective, that's like an adult taking 10 shots. I had a chance to speak with Kadjah's father about his horrible loss.
Jesus.
We all hurting.
Thursday, father Amiri Queen got the call no parent should ever have to get. His 4-year-old daughter, Kadjah Record, died from alcohol poisoning.
Oh, look how pretty that baby was.
Police say Record's grandma and mother are responsible for her death. Police say the grandma, Roxanne Record, forced Kadjah to consume an almost full bottle of whiskey while the mother, Kadjah Record, watched.
Just a doll, an angel, and it's hard.
Kadjah died from a 0.680 blood alcohol level.
That's insane.
To put that into perspective, Baton Rouge Dr. Ronald Andrews says that's about 10 shots. Kadjah's blood alcohol level was more than 8 times the legal limits for an adult to drive. He says nobody could survive this.
It damages your liver and your kidneys, but it slows your respiration.
Kadjah is the 4th child this year to be killed in the Baton Rouge area.
She had siblings and it's going to affect them.
BRPD say it's a trend that has to stop.
The fact that that has occurred is a problem. If you don't want to be a parent anymore, there are many different layers.
Thank you, sir.
Groups out there.
Thank you, sir.
That offer
Thank
help.
you.
Now Emery is left to figure out a way to bury his baby girl.
Kadjah and Roxanne's side of the family, like, if you want to reach out and get in touch with me so we can get some things together, I would really appreciate that.
Tonight, he has one message to all parents.
You have a son or daughter.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Love
that's
on them
beautiful.
tonight as much as you possibly can.
The grandma and mother are both facing charges of first-degree murder. The father has started a GoFundMe to help with the funeral expenses. The link is available at beareproud.com. I'm Siddiqui, NBC Local 33 News.
All right, thank you, Anam. That's a really heartbreaking story.
Man. This. It just saddens me, and I'm pretty much sure it saddens a lot of people when they see. I don't know how much involved he was with her. Let me just say that. Because we know we have done a lot of stories that it appears that the dad don't be around or whatnot, or at least allegedly that's how the story is portrayed, that the dad is nowhere around. But however, though, a lot of times you see these stories when you see the dad in the picture with the child seems so happy to be with their dad. All right. And to see that picture, man, that did touch me. To see that picture with him and his daughter, that really touched me. And that is so sad. That is so sad. I'm kind of speechless after seeing it now. I really don't know what to say, what to go with this. Let me say this right here. If it's safe for me to say. Now, I know when I was growing up, and probably a lot of y'all have too, if we did get into something, sometimes our folks would make us over, since you touched it, you better finish it. But my dad said when I was young, I used to always take his beer and drink it. And he used to always had to take it away from me. He never got mad and made me drink the rest of that beer, because I'm pretty much sure he had common sense that beer would have killed me or whatnot. But he said I used to take it all the time. But I said it to say this, a lot of times, when I was growing up, that if we got into something we were supposed to have our hands on, that our grandparents or whatever used to tell us, well, since you touch it, you finish it. But to see, that was something like food or something like that. Food or some kind of beverage or something that was non-lethal. If you touched it, you're going to finish it. Because that was the way of saying that this is what you get for putting your hands on stuff that don't belong to you. All right? But again, let me stress this. It was never anything lethal. If they knew it would have killed us, no, they weren't going to tell us to drink it or consume it. But it was something like probably a piece of bologna, something like that. If you weren't supposed to touch, like, let's say you ate, you'd be like, ew, that's nasty. Well, if it's nasty, you should have put your hand up on it. So sit your butt down, eat the rest of it, then since you put your hands up on it. And you'd be sitting at the table like, then someone start crying. And that was a lesson learned that, we weren't supposed to touch stuff that didn't belong to us, And we kind of learned that lesson not to touch stuff again, because we know what's going to happen if we got caught touching it, all right? But these two people right here, these jackoffs right here, felt the need that they got so upset because she touched a damn bottle of whiskey. And made her drink a half full bottle of damn whiskey for punishment. So me personally, I'm entitled to believe that they meant for this to happen, for this child to die. Now maybe it's another situation that the mom may be mad at the dad about something. I had no idea. But that's why I said in the beginning, a lot of these stories, man, just pure hatred and anger. Just pure hatred and anger. And a lot of times it don't be towards the child. It be towards the father of the child. And maybe sometimes vice versa. All right. But if y'all give me a minute, I want to find this where they say it was a history of abuse or something like that. Give me a minute. All right, guys, I have found it. And the title says, a family of suspects accused of killing Tyler by forcing her to drink whiskey claims years of prior abuse. All right. Let's listen.
4-year-old baby by forcing the toddler to drink a bottle of alcohol is speaking out tonight. I had the chance to speak with the daughter and sister of both the suspects. Here's a look at what she had to say. It's only been a few days since 4-year-old Kadjah Record was killed. Baton Rouge Police say the baby's grandmother, Roxanne, forced the baby to drink a bottle of whiskey as the mother, Kadjah, watched. Family members say they are still in disbelief.
We all fail. We all fail.
Ebony Record is the daughter and older sister of the suspects. She says China's death falls on the shoulders of the entire family.
I should take blame too. I know the type of person my mom is. I know how my mom felt about China.
She claims her mother physically and verbally abused them as kids and did the same to her grandchildren, but they never reported it to police.
Did y'all hear that? Now I gotta give her props. She took responsibility. She said we all failed. And she knew how her mama was, and she knew how her mama felt about this child. Oh, wow. This is insane.
Out of fear. She believes if she would have spoken up sooner, that China would still be here.
We was never gonna tell. That it's sad that it took a body for people to know what goes on over here. It's sad. I'm 30 years old. And it took for my niece to die for me to speak out against my own mama.
Ebony says her mother should pay for what police say she did.
She not getting out. She gonna pay for what she did because you took it beyond too far.
But she feels her sister, the child's mother, has suffered enough.
My sister already gave 28 years and a baby. Why do she have to give the rest of her life?
Hopes that more people will speak out about abuse when they see it instead of waiting too late. For now, reporting in Baton Rouge, Perry Robinson, WAFB 9 News.
Ma'am, I think I'd like to answer that question for you. The reason your sister or whatever, she should get life too, because she sat there and watched and didn't do anything. And there may be some more evidence showing that maybe she was involved in prior abuse as well. Okay. And like I said, one of the situations, and that, you know what she just said earlier, said we weren't gonna tell. What do you mean by you weren't gonna tell? You weren't gonna tell what? What you mean by that you weren't gonna tell? I'm very curious about that. What do you mean by you wasn't gonna tell? And see, this is the thing right here, you know. And I'm assuming that she's saying it because that's my mother. I won't go tell because I don't want to see my mom get in trouble, stuff like that. But y'all know a lot of time when it comes to us men and we did some crap like that, we get snitched on in a heartbeat. We will. So why should we save face because the lady is the one that gave us birth? And see, and that's how a lot of these stories with family members, when they be molesting these children or whatnot, and a lot of these people get by with that shit because nobody tells, because a lot of people like, that's your brother, that's your sister, you should want to see him in jail, or that's your family member, you should want to see your family in jail. Man, fuck that. If your family member is sitting up here and hurting a child or anything like that, then they need to be where everybody else is. Why should you save face and not report them when you see what the fuck is going on? All right? So you put a stranger in jail for doing something to a child. That's wrong for them to do it. But just because you know somebody, well, that's wrong, but I don't want to tell nobody. Okay. No, they need the same treatment. All right? So I'm glad you're standing up saying that you all failed, but talk about you weren't going to tell. That was your mistake right there. But you admitting you made your mistake, you should have said something. But I guess a lot of times people, moms be having them under control like that. So, you know, or whatever the case may be. So, wow, this is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. So, it just really makes me wonder now, you know, who really did care about this baby? You know, you had to ask this question out. Who really did care about this baby? Who? Because it seems like now, you know, you want to care now that the child is dead. That's what it seems like. Now you want to care that the child is dead. Because I'm wondering now, even with the girl who just spoke, if this young baby had survived the whiskey thing, would you even said anything? Or would you would have continued to let the abuse happen just like the mom did? All right. So that's my answer to you. I mean, she sat there and let it happen. I don't even know why you asked that question. She let it happen. She didn't intervene. So it's almost like you watching death happen and she could have got her help. You know, so that I don't know why would you even ask that, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Rest in heaven, young China Record. Wow, that's crazy. That is so crazy. And to the dad, you know, hey, I hope he get justice for what happened to his child. You know, man. But guys, as always, leave your thoughts and comments. What you think about this one? And stay tuned for more stories, more updates, and I'll catch y'all next time. Your man, Chris Storms. Peace out.